Alright, so probably about a mile or two into Wright Park at this point, and I'm heading on over to this spot that is kind of tough to get to because you gotta walk the railway the whole time, but there used to be a hospital or asylum, one or the other, out here. And they tore it down, I think they shut it down in 1997 because a whole bunch of the patients were being mistreated by the staff, but they tore it down in 2000. So it's this big flat concrete area, and that's where I'm going right now. And I'll probably re-explain this for the trailer in a bit, but I'm recording this ahead of time in case for whatever reason I don't get the footage. And yeah, it's a little bit less cold today than it was the past few days because it stopped raining, although the grounds are still a little bit moist, but that's fine. But yeah, I'm coming up on it right now, and I'll try to get some B-roll, get a little bit of the shots I need for at least the trailer, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Alright, so this is where I normally come in. This is a little closer to the town than the rest of the park is, just because it's closer to the outskirts, but I don't know. I don't believe anyone else really comes out here too often, so should be fine. There's actually a remnant of the hospital, I believe, or some sort of outer shack, I think it was. I used to think this place was a rail yard because I've been out here 2 times before, I think, but yeah, it's been a while, so I really couldn't tell you. But yeah, look at that. And there should be more out this way, so I'm gonna walk on over here now. My battery's got about an hour left, so it should be enough for me to get all the B-roll that I really need. Man, I forgot how big this place was. There's actually a train right there. That's been there for a while, I think. I drove past it on the way here. It hasn't moved since, so I'm assuming it's just left there. I'm gonna go this way first, actually, because I think I can probably get a good shot here. Man, I'm a little bit winded. I woke up not too long ago. I hopped out of the shower and just headed straight out this way. So, yeah. Alright, this is probably the best place for me to film. I'm talking to myself because if I don't, it's a little bit creepy out here. And yeah. So, alright, how am I gonna set this up? Let me pause this. Yeah, this is definitely less connected to the park than anywhere else, but it ties back to the park a lot because I think back around when it was still open, they used to, I guess the park wouldn't really be a courtyard, but they used to take the patients on walks out there a lot. I researched Wright Hospital a lot more than I did research the actual park. So yeah, but I'm meeting up with Cass again later this week, so I'm sure she'll explain the park's origins, because I guess they're not really that connected other than the hospital. But yeah, and all right, I'm gonna set up a shot or so. I'm gonna re-explain everything I just said, because I do have to have myself in my own project. So hold on. Okay. I can't see. I should take my bag off. I didn't take my backpack with me this time because I'm not going with anyone else, so I figure, what's the point? Alright, I still can't see myself. Alright. I might have to frame this differently or prop this up on something. Wait, actually, hold on, I'm an idiot. There's 1,000 bricks out here. Yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff to trip over. But now, I can also prop this up. So if I stand right here, hey, I can kind of see me. My hair is not how I want it to be, but running on pretty limited time. Only got a few days left of being here. I'm filming with Cass on my last day, so yeah. All right, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was gonna explain. So this, you can't see it actually. I should set this up better, and this is really not doing that great. All right, now we're a little bit crooked, but you can see more of the park. or hospital. So this is all that remains of Wright Hospital, or Wright Asylum. I'll cut a lot of this out, but this is what remains of Wright Asylum. It used to be this massive brick structure. I think it was about 3 stories, but it's been going on for about 100 years until 1997, where there was just like this massive influx of reports of patients being mistreated by the staff, and there were even patients who died there of just like completely non-health related issues. It was a massive scandal, but they shut down in 1997 and they tore the whole place down in 2000. So I'm here now because it is so closely connected to Wright Park that it's basically public access. I mean, anyone can just walk on in here. And hopefully I'm not breaking any laws, but we're not gonna worry about that. But yeah, and I'm gonna show some of the key places I've found out here, and then I'll explain a little bit more. That'll be good. Jesus. Oh, there's a boat out here actually. I should have filmed on this. Look at that, big old boat. And that's kind of gross actually. Maybe I'm glad I didn't film on this. Okay, I'm gonna make sure there's no snakes. Alright, I don't like that. We're not using that, but that would be really cool. And then what else is usable? I mean, not a whole, well actually, is that like, that's like where the wheel would go. That's cool. And then there's these 2 big old blocks. Don't know what they are, but these have been out here for years, so I don't think they're all that important. And I'm actually gonna sneak through here real quick. Yeah, so, I wonder if I could prop this up, maybe sit down somewhere. Or I could just film myself walking around, you know what? Yeah, that's great. Why not? Okay, get a little bit of that. Almost tripped on something, so I'm also just realizing I'm kind of being loud. I should maybe be a bit quieter. We are close to town, and I don't know why I keep talking like I'm with someone else. It's just me and you, but yeah. Let's keep going, because I know there's more. That train car's open. I can't tell if you can see that. Look at that. And someone's revving their engine like crazy. Okay, good. Alright, so I'm right next to all these big steel beams here, if you can see. And that is because the railroad used to actually turn into here long time ago, before they tore it all up. And like you can see, that's like a lot of rail. It used to go right through that section there, all the way through, because they would actually pick up and drop off not only a lot of cargo, but patients and staff. I mean, we used to have such an extensive rail system. We really just don't have that now. And you know, I mean, there's oh, sorry, that not trying to lose my life out here, but yeah. And you see the big old hole. I mean, where does that go? Actually, where does that go? I wonder if I can't tell what that's picking up, but that is neat. Where am I? Well, not where am I? Where am I going? Sorry, this is a mess. It's gonna be a lot more coherent once I'm done. And is that a shirt? That is a shirt. Huh. That does not look like it's been out here too long. Well, maybe I'll still steer clear away from that area then. there's this. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get a little more B-roll. There's this. All right, I'm gonna film this tiny tree. The shack. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna set up at the old shed back there, the last actual building here, and explain a little bit more, and then I think I'm gonna head out of here because I'm getting kind of creeped out. And I don't know if my camera's been picking it up, but I keep hearing this like metal whining, groaning, or whatever that is. I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think there is maybe one of those train doors. I actually don't know what that is. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But getting off track with what I was talking about. Shed. Also, man, it is getting hot out. I shouldn't have even worn a sweater. Alright, so I'm gonna head back to the shed. Yeah, that'll be good. I was planning on coming out here with Cass, or for when I see her next, I mean, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. And my original plan was to come out here with Jackson, but he canceled on me because I think he's got work, and I really don't want to press him because I guess he's been really busy. So, going out here on my own. That is a lot of trash. I'm really hoping there's not, like, people living out here. That would be a little bit terrifying, actually. The place looks empty, which I think it has been for a long time. God, yeah. Imagine falling in that. Alright, I'm gonna get back here. My camera's running on kind of low battery now, so I'm gonna try to hurry this up a little bit for the sake of you guys. Which, you guys won't see this when I'm done with it, because I'm gonna edit everything together. But, you know, there's another shirt, and I'm stuck. Okay. Oh, great, it is empty, and that's a pentagram. That's not eerie at all. The floor is still wet, so it did rain, even in here, which is crazy, because this is like a mile out from the entrance. Alright, I'm realizing there's not really a place to set the camera down other than right here, so... Oh, well, that works out. Okay, so... This is what remains, also, of Wright Hospital. And it's, this is the only structure really remaining, and it's a little bit smelly, but that's just a given. There's a lot of rain and dirt. I really don't know what else to talk about, because I actually, in relation to the hospital, I don't know what the shed was. I do believe with how there's this concrete platform right here and here, see, like I'm stepping on that, that I think it might have been like a, you know, I don't want to say like a containment place, but you know when people get in a lot of trouble and they are put in like external timeout, basically. I think this may have been what it was, but it has been a long time gone. This place actually looks pretty rotted out. I'm worried about the ceiling. Jesus Christ. There's a brick on the floor. Let me get a good shot of the ceiling. You see that? Look at that. Yeah. Man, I wish I'd filmed out here earlier on. Because it's starting to get into fall, you know. Main part of Wright Park, still pretty green. Out here, a lot more dead. And that is a chair. I'm just now seeing that, actually. Huh. What is it? Okay, there's just a whole bucket in there. That's, mildly concerning, actually, as a ball. Well, if there's human remains in that bucket, there's no possible way for me to get to that, so if someone else wants to come out to Wright Park, they can take a crack at that. And there's a shirt. I believe there was a door here, but, not anymore. Oh, spider eggs. Oh, wait, I want to get a shot of this, actually. Gross. Anyway, yeah. So, dude, how many holes are out here? You see that? Good lord. Oh, there's a door. Let me show you the door. It's, I actually don't know how it got over here. But you know what? That's fine. There's a train. And, where was I? There's mesh. That's... Oh, you know what? Because I've been out here once before. There was mesh. That's from the window. That is bizarre. There's also more cloth. I'm starting to feel like I've discovered a ritual crime scene. So I'm gonna go this way. Because there's more... Alright, I'm not liking this, actually. I'm gonna get out of here. But there is a lot of, tall tales, I guess. Not only tales of tall things, but tales of ghosts and, like, what are they, like monsters, you know? Like, you know the Bigfoot? We basically have, like, our own Bigfoot, but not Bigfoot, because he's not Bigfoot. It's this, like, tree thing. I don't know really how to put it other than the trees are alive, but like that sounds so not how the story goes. I'm gonna record later on once I find that whole, because I know I could probably find it online, but I have to go to the library. But I'll look it up and I'll make this part of my project, because you know what? If anything's gonna get me points, it's gonna be scare factor. And if I can get, I don't want to find something scary, but if I can like find the story and tell it in a place like this, I'm getting at least a B. Now there's, I'm gonna show you guys the path from here out. So you're coming from the shed, you go out this way. It's a whole bunch of field, and there's actually, it's flattened here, so I guess people have been here before. But there's a lot to trip over too. But, okay, we can go that way, down where the rail used to go, but I'm gonna go over here. One, because this is kind of strange. It's a lot more flat over here. I'm wondering if maybe there was something set up here. I don't know, but oh, well, that might explain it. But I like these concrete slab things. I'm going to, how am I gonna film this? I wanted to set one up here and sit on this one, but there's a whole lot of overgrowth. I'm not too sure how I'm gonna frame this. There's also, oh look, wait, this is, okay, this is informational, let me, I swear to God, I just heard another cough. We're gonna ignore that. So, right, so this is more, I just totally lost my train of thought. Let me walk back over here. So this is more of the base where there used to be more buildings. As you can see, concrete through this area. And then I believe if I go back here, yeah, let me step through all this. If I get any ticks from this, it better add to my grade. Oh, but you see, there's a whole lot of wood here. There used to be, I believe, if I step over this stuff, a wooden, like, structure. If I go further, let me go a safer way, actually. I really don't want to get bit by something. But this is not safer at all. Alright, yeah, there's a... I actually don't know how all that got here. But if I go through here... Oh, this is beautiful, actually. Let me show you this. This is where the rail used to come and connect straight through to there. Let me actually walk over this a little bit. Not only that, there's more wood here. Yeah, see? This used to be how you could get here from the park a lot easier, but since this is blocking the way, I had to go around through the field. There's a fence that's down here. I believe that goes back to the shed. But there was more back here. I have to find it. I swear. This has been here for a long time, and it would go... I would come in from there and climb over this, and I'd have to go all the way through that. Don't have to do that anymore. But, yeah. Wow, sorry, I'm getting so off track, actually. I feel like I forgot all of this. You know, it's like I'm reliving being out here. The whole, like, 2 or 3 times I've ever been out here. I've actually been out here more than I've been to the park itself, which doesn't make sense because I had to come through the park to get here. So maybe I'm misremembering that. But yeah, and then I'm gonna go over there, see where all that wood's stacked up. Try to get, sorry, my watch is riding up my wrist, but I'm gonna try to get a little more there. And then I think I'm gonna call it quits, because I am coming back to the park in a couple days with Cass. Hopefully I should get all the rest of my good shots there, unless the weather gets bad again, but it really shouldn't, because that day's supposed to be pretty sunny and nice, and I don't think it's supposed to rain till like a few days after. Yeah. I also just went like the worst possible route to get over here, but I'm fine. This is perfect. Actually, this is the perfect spot to film. Jesus. All right, let me turn you around. Here we go. All right, so this is a better angle. I should have filmed the introduction here, but as you can see, this is even more Wright Hospital. Train back there. This is where the train used to come through. It's really windy. I'm trying to speed this up because I know the audio is going to be terrible. And I actually just forgot what I was going to say. Okay. I think I'm actually just gonna finish this up later this week with Cass. I don't think I'm gonna stick out here much longer. So yeah, I'm gonna. I don't hate this, but I don't know, something feels off, and I think I'm gonna call it quits. Man, it is getting hot. I really don't like that sound, so I'm just gonna get out of here. I'm almost back to the rail, but I swear when I was back there, I saw someone standing like right where the fence is down, where I just came from, which is really kind of terrifying because I didn't see anyone when I was back there. So I just want to get back to my car and go, and I might come back here with Cass, but I really, really doubt it. So I'm still filming because that really freaked me out. All right, I'm done.